fans, we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, 180! 150! Hey, let's get this,
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. So, Mike 51, Mike 51. Defense, set up.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down now. It's Turner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
15, 15. Let's go.
Mayfield now steps away to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Hustle, hustle. Mike Ford. Rabbit.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Switch. Go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Here's Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his 1st catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm coming.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. They set up the screen to Penny. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Rashad Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 9, check 9. Hold.
Second and 5 now. Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 8. Here it comes. Here it comes. Mike 8. Mike 8. Watch the slaps. Watch the slap. Mike 8. Mike. Whoa. Set a tone, fella.
Now Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Check, 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 check.
Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
51 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Go. 51 to Mike. Mike 51 wants to run. They're running it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. And what? 6. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Let's go. Big serious right here. We got to step it up. Check 52. Jim. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, alert. My time.
On second down, Barkley will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Slam, slam, slam.
They get it to him running left. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Browns 14, Chiefs 6. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Devin White, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Good. 180. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check, check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Say. Greystone, Travis. Rail. Watch twin. Hey, orbit. I got it.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Seibert now to kick this thing away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Like 50.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go, King, King, King. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 58, right there. Watch. Pilot, 64, weak. Baby, that's baby side.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch it, watch it. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Set, 180. Go. Go. Let's go. Got.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
50, Mike 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And it's complete to Kelsey.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater, flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 25. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's checking.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike 8. Mike 8. I got one. I got one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go. I got it. I got it. Ball trot. Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey. Here we go. Mike 8. Mike 8.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Bravo! Come on, D. Both the mic.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught. Beckham. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, alert 33.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. We got run. Tight dog. Hey, X3, 218, chopper. Buzz. Pistol.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
He's coming, double up. Oh. Mike, 50. Mike. Get that quarterback.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
At the 4-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's turned. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Zoom. 51's the mic.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's got his man. That's Hardman. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Orbit. Right here.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Mike 51. Go. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hayward. 51's the mic, boys. 51. I got one.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It
does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Kill. Switch. Whip. Regular. Real. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the Yeah.